Damn it. Oh, the hell. Low battery. Plug it in the device. Where's that camera at? Oh, we can all tell what kind of device I'm recording. We're plugged in. So, this is a short video. I see hundreds and hundreds of Suboxone withdrawal videos all over the internet, and these videos really scared me to death. I feel like they made me prolong put off quitting Suboxone because I was just scared I couldn't go through it, scared I'd relapse, blah blah blah. My story is the same as everybody else. Started out with pills, and then the next thing you know, I'm gobbled them by the handful. So right now I'm on day 5, and the biggest problem is just very low energy and very low motivation. But I've noticed the past couple days, if I have a nice strong cup of coffee and go outside, go to the store, go do stuff, I feel good and I feel happy. I just got done cleaning my gutters. I went outside, turned on the water hose, got on the roof, and started cleaning my gutters out. And that's on day 5 of Suboxone withdrawal. I was on Suboxone for about a year and a half, maybe closer to 2 years. Here's some of my inspiration right here. So you got someone like that, it makes it easy. So, I guess what I wanted to say is if you're thinking about doing it, just do it. Just do it. I would recommend trying to arrange some days off of work. I took a week off. It wasn't easy. I had to plan it out. I had to let my work know months and months in advance. I picked a day on the calendar. I said, June 11th or June 12th, whatever day it was, that's going to be my last dose. A year and a half ago, I started out. The doctor tried to prescribe me 12 milligrams. And I had done a little research, 12 milligrams a day. I did a little research before going to the Suboxone doctor. And I found out that, a low dose works almost just as good as a high dose, sometimes even better. So I told him to, what you doing there, Ava? So I told him to, I said 8 milligrams should be more than enough. And really, I should have went with less than that. And as I was on 8 milligrams for a few months, there were some times in the morning I'd wake up with teary eyes and just feeling kind of groggy. And I told the doctor, and he said, well, we need to go up. We need to take you up to 12. So then he prescribed me 12 milligrams. And then what I ended up doing, I never went up to 12. I just kind of started stockpiling it. And over time, over the last few months, well over a year into my Suboxone, about a year and a half into doing Suboxone, not doing it, but using it like I'm supposed to. I wasn't abusing it at all. I did it first. When I first got Suboxone, I was getting the pills, and I'd crush them up and I'd snort them. And then I guess it didn't get me that high. So over time, I was able to just get my mind right. Over time of not being high all the time, I was finally able to put things in perspective, Got a beautiful daughter that I had in January of 2015, right around the same time I started taking Suboxone. My mom passed away from alcohol abuse. So I had a lot of things hit me at once and said, Corey, get your shit together. And so I went to the doctor, got on Suboxone. Here we are a year and a half later. The time I was dreading is here. I'm finally feeling pretty good. And it's only day 5, Even yesterday it wasn't bad. Day 1 wasn't too bad because I still had the Suboxone in my system. Day 2 was probably the worst. Day 3 wasn't much fun, but by day 4, I actually woke up kind of with a smile. And I say wake up, meaning like after my hour of half awake sleep. That's one of the worst. I still can't sleep at night. Don't get me wrong. It's no walk in the park. But my mood is not as bad as it was. I can cry at the drop of a hat, but it's nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's all, That's all I really needed. That needs to be out there. There's a lot of videos on YouTube and whatnot where People are on day 16 just going through hell, like, oh man, I'm so sick. And I feel bad for those people. And I don't know why their situation is like that. Maybe their body chemistry is different than mine. I didn't really use any of the Thomas recipe, maybe a little bit. I've been drinking Gatorade. I wanted to avoid taking Imodium because I figure it's just another opiate, and I didn't want to reset. Oh, she's climbing up on me. I didn't want to reset the withdrawals. But last night, I could not sleep, and I just thought if I took a few Imodium, it would help me sleep. So I did take a few Imodium, and it did not help me sleep. I couldn't tell one difference or another. The only difference I've noticed is that the diarrhea tapered off a little bit, but I'm sure once the Imodium's out of my system, it'll be back. So, hi. Say hi. So I got a good. Another thing I'd recommend is don't be afraid to tell people what you're going through. Don't be afraid to, if you trust you can tell your work. I told my work I needed time off, and then they started asking why, and I told them, I was like, there's a medication I'm going to withdraw from, and next thing you know, they're really understandable. They've been sending me text every now and then, my boss checking on me, making sure I'm okay. Most people will be understanding. Tell people, and then you get a support team. I let most of my friends and relatives know what's going on with me, and they check in on me, and I got a lot of support, and then now I'm held accountable too. I know I got a lot of people dependent on me, so I'm not going to let them down. I have no desire to be an opiate addict or pill addict ever again. It wasn't even my thing. Like, I used to smoke weed and drink beer. That was it, I like to dabble a little bit of party time, whatever you want to call it, but I never took pills ever. And a few years ago, I just got into a situation where they were plentiful, and I started taking them, and they just, they feel good, and then you get hooked quick. And then once you're hooked, man, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. I mean, you can try to stop, but you get so damn sick. Everybody watching this knows what I'm talking about. So I guess all I wanted to say was it doesn't have to be excruciating. Some people say that the Suboxone withdrawal is worse than regular short-acting opiate withdrawal because it's so prolonged out. But if that's the case, I mean, you still got to do it. It might take a little longer. Like, the worst was the first few days for me, and I know a lot of people out there might say I haven't seen shit yet, but I think I got my mind ready for whatever comes. I have minimal energy, but I drink a cup of coffee and I take a look outside in the sunshine. I just want to go outside. I go out there, I start working around the house, doing whatever. Next thing you know, I'm just totally forgetting what I'm going through, and I feel normal. And I'm like, wow, it's over. I don't want to get too excited, but it's it just felt like I'm already through the hard part. Paul's the acute withdrawals, I think that is the one that the one that lasts the longer. That's the withdrawals that can take, is that the depression? I think, I'm no professional here. The depression, yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that. I don't know if this stuff's been helping. I've been taking amino acid. Here's a little plug. Gatorade. I never completely lost my appetite. This morning, when I got up out of the bed that I didn't sleep in, I just had a craving for some McDonald's, and thank God they're 24 hours a day now for breakfast. And I went and got me an Egg McMuffin and some orange juice and drank it and sat around and watched some movies. Finally got outside, and I think it's just gonna get better and better every day. And it's only day 5. That's it, day 5. So, I admire all the people doing their video blogs or vlogs of their day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And some of them really inspire me, and some of them really mortify me.
It'll be a year before your suspension is up, which means 0 income. Legal custody of the child.
I don't know what. I had the TV on pause and it just came on. I got a great girlfriend. She's a nurse. She knows what's going on. The first few days, she was more than willing to get me whatever I needed. But as those couple days went by, I stopped asking her for everything. Like, oh, get me a Gatorade. Oh, get me this, because I just wanted to get up and do it. I think you got to have the motivation in your head. It's mind over matter. That's all I can say. Mind over matter. So good luck to anybody who's going to go through it. Don't be afraid of it. You know you want to do it. You know you want to have it behind you and never look back. So, yeah, that's it. Peace out.